Hi there, and welcome to the Conscious Cocktail Club by Secret Dance Addiction. My name is Darcy Kendall, and not only am I an SDA card-carrying member, but I'm also a certified mixologist, and I'm here today to show you how to create the groovy blood orange and sage teeny. It's an amazing conscious cocktail that is absolutely perfect for the holiday months. It's really easy to do, doesn't take much, and it packs an incredibly flavorful punch to it. The ingredients for this drink really just are your groovy bubbly rosé, a blood orange, which is beautiful, and then a lime. Now we're going to talk a little bit about what I have over here, which is a blood orange syrup that's a modification to the drink if you want to make it sweeter. But let's go ahead and just get into it. So first things first, for this cocktail, you're going to need some sort of stemmed glassware. I prefer to use a coupe. I have an adorable pink one that I think is great for the season and matches the drink really well. You could also use a martini glass if you like. So go ahead and grab your glassware and then let's set that aside. Now for this drink, it does not take much. Literally your groovy bubbly rosé, one orange, one lime. So we're going to need to prepare these. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to move this off my table so we have a little extra room here. And I'm just going to bring up a cutting board. So grab yours at home and let's go ahead and do this together. Now with this drink, I'm going to be using my blood orange as both my juice for the drink as well as my garnish. So to do this, first things first, I want you to go ahead and on the equator, meaning that this is the pole where you see the little stem here, just go ahead and cut it across the equator here. And then what you're gonna see inside is absolutely gorgeous. This is why I love blood oranges. Not only do they have a unique and distinct flavor that is incredibly just fitting for the holiday season, it has that color and it makes a gorgeous drink as well. So what I want you to do is take one of these and just set it aside because we're gonna juice that in a moment. Next up, I just want you to take one more slice of this blood orange here and get it as thin as you possibly can. This one didn't turn out so great for me. I'm gonna go in for one more, a little bit bigger here. And you're just trying to get this for your garnish. Now the reason I want it to be a little bit thin is I just want that to float on top of my drink. And the thicker that is, the heavier it is, and the less it will float. So go ahead and set that aside. Great. Next up, we're gonna want to cut your lime. Now cutting lime is relatively easy. I'm just gonna cut it once in half from pole to pole, meaning the stub, and I just cut it right in half. And then what I'm gonna do is cut it in half again to create wedges, right? Essentially, I just wanna be able to juice one of these into my drink. Just give it that little acidic kick to offset the sugar in the orange. So great, I'm totally prepared with everything that I need. I also have already set aside 2 small pieces of sage for my garnish as well. So it looks like we're ready to go. So what I'm gonna do is bring my glassware up next to me because we're going to be building in the glass. And I'm gonna grab a handy dandy tool, which is my juicer. If you don't have one of these at home, it is totally fine. You can go ahead and just squeeze this directly in here as best you can. But I'm gonna go ahead and place this in my juicer. Make sure that when you do this, you're actually placing this side, the inside of your orange, down inside of here. So then that way, the juice actually comes out. Believe me, I've done it wrong myself a few times. Now this orange is pretty big, doesn't want to really fit in here. I'm gonna try and get it in there as best as I can and just give it one amazing squeeze here. Now I'm getting a little bit of pulp, which I actually love. I love there to be a little bit of thickness in my drink, a little viscosity, especially in the holidays. So it looks like I got out everything that I can from this blood orange. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set this aside. And then I'm gonna move to my lime that I cut. So I want you to take 1/4 of the lime and just go ahead and juice that right into the cup as well. How easy is this, right? Perfect. And let's just set that aside. Now, go ahead and grab your groovy, bubbly rosé. So delicious, I absolutely love this. Perfect for the holidays, has the color I'm looking for, delicious on its own and mixes well. What I also love is that we have that effervescence, which is quintessentially holiday, quintessential New Year's Eve, and is absolutely fun to drink when you are gathering with friends. So I'm gonna go ahead and just top off my drink here, get it to about 1/4 inch from the top. I need to allow space to float my garnish and that to displace the drink a bit. So what I'm gonna do next is I've got my drink here. I'm gonna go ahead and take my blood orange, float that right here, and then I'm gonna take my 2 sprigs of sage here. I've got these long kind of pieces here. I'm just gonna pull those off a tiny bit because I really only want the leaves. I'm gonna put them in a little crisscross motion, just like this. And I'm gonna set them directly on top of my beverage. And I can smell it. I wish you could smell it at home. That sage mixing with the blood orange is incredible. Now, I mentioned earlier that if you want to make this a sweeter drink, I think it's perfectly balanced as is, but I also prefer drinks to be a little tart. So if you feel like you want to add in additional syrup or anything to make it a bit sweeter, I would recommend Stirring's blood orange syrup, and all you need to do is put in a tiny little splash there. And that's just gonna sweeten the drink up just a little bit. The ripeness of your blood orange will determine how sweet this drink is. So you may need to add it, you may be a-okay. This drink is absolutely perfect as is. I absolutely want to inhale it with my eyes, with my nose, and I can't wait to drink it. So from everyone here at SDA and the Conscious Cocktail Club, cheers and have a happy holiday season. Take care and stay healthy. Bye-bye.